Hey guys, back again. I got another quick update for you on the car. Well, first I got a new sponsor. Premier Autosport has sponsored the car, which is pretty cool. So huge thanks to them for the sponsor there, and then added the all-wheel drive Army sticker as well since I'm on there. But pretty exciting update here. Oh, what's this? What's this? There's a moth on the hood. Oh man, look at that. The whole Evo 4 front on. So, got a little bit of work to do to make it fit. This is just a mock-up stage. You probably noticed there's no fenders on it. Right now, we're test fitting the hood. The hood fits perfect. The sedan hood fits perfect. Headlights and corners are just kind of set on there, and the front bumper is bolted on to its final mounts, so I don't have to modify those. But I have to change the core support, which is from here all the way around to that side. The center stock, which you can't really see because it's kind of dark in here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. And then all of that stuff will let the headlights and the corner lights bolt up. And the only thing that needs to be modified is, of course, the fenders. You have to take the rear section of a coupe fender like this, which is already cut across the front, and then find the right line to weld the front half of an Evo sedan fender too. And you have to make this body line match, which is a really difficult thing to do, but we're working on it. So the reason you have to do that is because the sedan door line is vertical, whereas the coupe door line you see has a curve to it, so it's a bit different door line. But shouldn't be too bad for Dad anyway. He's a sheet metal guy. I'm not. But also, started doing a little bit of work to the engine bay, cleaning it up a bit. See, the engine's looking pretty good there. Still have to get an oil cooler. No, I'm not using a microguard filter. I have a Wix filter for it. That's just there to, or was just there to protect the threads of the filter housing when we were dropping the motor in. But just finished installing the fluid damper, brand new timing cover. Let's see. And I've been doing a little bit of work here on the engine, kind of dressing it up a little bit. Wrinkle black paint on the valve cover, which turned out really well, and nice and even spray. So that was a lot better than when I did the 1.8 liter, because I didn't get it quite as even as I got it this time. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Polished the letters up with a Dremel and little just barely gritty rubber attachment. Cleaned those up real nice. The spark cover I'm gonna probably have to replace. I tried cleaning it a couple of times. I used Back to Black on it, and it just, I couldn't get the staining out, and plus it's broken anyway, so I probably just need to replace that. And I may go with a carbon fiber one to kind of match the hood, or I'm not really sure yet. I might try to find something a little bit more rare and go with that, so fit the theme of the build. But yeah, anyway, I got all that together. Timing side is mostly done. I got to do a little bit of work over here still. I got to do all the accessories and stuff probably this weekend. And yeah, it's coming right along. Mishimoto silicone hoses. Trying to find a thermostat for this car. The Evo 4 and 5 had a thermostat specific to that model. The Evo 8 and 9 thermostat does not work, so I have to find an aftermarket thermostat for it. SARD makes one, or SARD makes one, but it's $97, which is kind of a lot for a thermostat. So trying to find a cheaper option. OEM is only 25 bucks, to put it in perspective if you're not sure. So it's not like I'm trying to cheap out, but sadly I can't get an OEM one since this car, or this engine, was never actually made in the United States. So This car was never brought officially to the United States, just as gray market stuff. So I have to find a thermostat for it, but it's coming right along. It's getting there. Still plenty left to do. Like I said, we got to change the core support there and then make the fenders up. And I have a couple little things left to buy. Still got to buy fuel injectors. Looking at FIC 1650s. And right now I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to just throw the 6262 on it, or if I want to put the stock manifold with the stock quote-unquote turbocharger back on. I've already rebuilt the stock turbocharger with a Kinugawa rebuild kit. Considering a lot of their options too to get the car running. I was looking at maybe getting the 20G wheel. I was looking at the 25G wheel. They have a 25G billet wheel. They have an Evo 9 hot side kit with something they call the green compressor wheel, which I assume is probably similar to like an FP green. So, I mean, there's lots of options for it. Just trying to figure out what the most cost-effective way to get the car running is without, you know, skimping out on it. I'm not trying to, you know, I just want to get the car running right now. And then once the car is running, then I'll focus on getting the 6262 built. Or I may even just build the 6262 if it seems like that's going to be the cheapest way to get the car going. Because I really, really want to drive this car next year. So, but it's a lot of money to get all those parts all at once. But anyway, so it's coming right along. But anyway, I thought you guys would like to see that. I'm pretty happy with how the front end conversion is looking on this car. It completely changes up the look of the car. I mean, that looks pretty legit. I'm really happy with that. So, but yeah. So for now, the project is just getting the engine together, getting the accessories together. Then after that, then I'll focus on getting the intake stuff done. I need to install the dipstick and tube still, and then it's pretty much just basic stuff like fuel injectors. I need a fuel rail and all the turbo kit and whatnot, and then running a bigger intercooler. I've got the Evo 4 intercooler sitting there, and then my friend John actually gave me an Evo 8 intercooler, and I've got all the Japanese intercooler lines with these ridiculous rubber hoses that I don't want to use. That's the JDM Evo 4 one, and of course I've got the USDM Evo 8 aluminum pipes. So I'm trying to figure out what I can use of this stuff. I know I can't use the 6262 with the stock intercooler. That's just not going to work. So trying to figure out my best option to get the car running for now, because intercoolers aren't cheap, obviously, but then neither is the turbo build stuff. So just kind of considering all the options right now, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a pretty exciting time right now. Really, that just looks so good. I really can't wait to see this car like on the ground again. It's been quite a while. So hopefully I'll be able to put it on the ground tomorrow. But I've been working on getting everything set up over here. I had the timing belt adjusted perfectly, and everything was in spec. The tensioner was in spec. And I discovered this little plate right here gets sandwiched between here, let me see if I can get some light on in here. This plate right here gets sandwiched between the timing mount and the block. So of course I had to rip all the timing gear back off and get that stupid mount installed, which I thought I had everything figured out pretty well, but that mount does not show in the diagram for the engine mount. It shows in the diagram for the engine block. So that was the reason why I missed it. Thanks, Mitsubishi. Could have made it a little bit easier to find that. But so I had to rip that all out and get it all back together. I ended up just buying the tools to do it because it was so frustrating. It wasn't, I mean, I didn't have too hard of a time when it was me and a friend helping me do it. But trying to do it by myself was a huge pain, so I just ended up investing in the tools to do it. And as per recommendation of the guys on Indiana DSM tuners. So, who weren't impressed with my methods the first time. But anyway, the tools did make the job a whole lot easier, I will say that. So it was a lot easier for me to do it by myself. I was using the drill bit method to set the tensioner, which I may... Oh, here's a drill bit. 5/32 drill bit is equivalent to 0.157, which I'm totally forgetting how to say that right now. I think 157 thousandths. That might be right. But, and then a 3/16 drill bit is equivalent to 187 thousandths. So, again, I may be saying that wrong, but I can't remember how to say it right now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Just got off a 10-hour shift, so give me a break. But I was using the drill bit method to measure the clearance between the tensioner and the timing belt tensioner arm. And before I had it perfect, the 5/32 drill bit fit perfectly, and the 3/16 drill bit didn't fit. So that told me that the tensioner was in spec. After 2 tries with the proper tools, of trying to tighten that stupid tensioner by myself, that weird pulley that's kind of offset that you have to get just right. I got it set to where it's a little on the tight side. It's probably out of spec, too tight, but the 5/32 drill bit doesn't quite fit, just barely, which I know this is a little on the larger side because the spec is 150 thousandths, which, I mean, that's not a whole lot of room, but it's probably enough. And the belt has pretty good tension on it. And what I read, one of the things I read on DSM tuners is that if you can't really get in there to measure, which you can't because this engine bay is extremely cramped, this being a swap. What I read was if you can get the grenade pin on the tensioner, if you spec it to where the grenade pin fits without you having to do anything, turn the crankshaft over a couple of times, let the tensioner set for a minute, and kind of work its way back out. If you can put the grenade pin all the way through the tensioner, then it should be in spec, and it does fit, so I'm going to probably just say it's okay. The tension on the belt is perfect, so I'm just going to run with it, and it should be in spec, so hopefully that goes well. But anyway, so that's where we're at. Just having fun learning about this motor. This is the first 4G63 car I've ever had, and I haven't even driven one yet. I've just been putting one together for the last 7 years, so hopefully it'll be worth it. I think it will be. I think it'll be really, really amazing once this car gets running, and everything should be in spec. Checked and double checked all my bolts and triple checked some of them, and it's going together. So anyway, that's the update for now. Sorry to just keep rambling. Like I said, it's 1 o'clock here, and I just got off of a really long shift, but figured you guys would like to see the car, so that's where it's at. But stay tuned, and hopefully I'll have some more updates soon once I get the rest of the passenger side put together with the accessories and everything. Then I can put the wheel on the car and set the car back on the ground, and maybe push it outside and see how it looks on the ground. So pretty exciting. But that's all I've got for you guys right now. So I'll see you next time, and stay tuned.